Welcome back everyone. As always, it's a blessing to be here. If you guys are new to this channel, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. By that being said, we have again an amazing news. Finally, the judge rejects the SEC's motion to file an appeal against Ripple's ruling. We'll get into that. We'll also get into how Ripple fully licensed now. Okay, they're fully licensed to provide digital payments, basically for token services in Singapore. And we'll take a look at why Ripple IPO could potentially skyrocket to Amazon level valuations. We'll take a look at some charts of XRP, XLM, and XPR. And again, everything I give you guys is the facts and the truth. Whatever you do with your money is your decision. But that being said, let's just get straight into the video. So first things first, you see the market cap, 1.08 trillion. We're down 0.4%. For the past day, everything of dominance, Ethereum gas fees hovering around the same. Ethereum gas fees a little bit down, but the fear and greed index is only down 3. It was 47 before, now it's at 44. So as you guys can see, XRP is up 6% for the day, but what happened in 24 hours? Basically, that made up for the whole day. In the past 24 hours, it went up 4.21%. At the end, we'll take a look at the trading view chart and see how much the percentage went up and everything else. But if we just quickly click on it, we can see it went up 96.51% just within the volume. So $1.7 billion injected into XRP's volume. So now let's just get into the tweet from Watch Your Guru. They posted this at 7:04 p.m. yesterday. It said, "Just in, judge rejects SEC's motion to appeal Ripple XRP ruling." This is huge news, right? So we can get into the news and we can get into the calendar of what's to come for XRP and investors, or XRP community as well. So the District Court Judge Annalise Torres has rejected the United States Securities Exchange Commission motion to appeal its loss against Ripple Labs and the company responsible for issuing the XRP token. So on October 3rd is when she gave this, and you can see the rulings now, okay, or the calendar dates for what's going to happen next. So the main one will be here, as I said, late 2023 to early 2024. So we can see here, for the reasons stated above, the SEC motion for certification of interlocutory appeal is denied, and the SEC's request for a stay is denied as moot. And trial in this matter is set to begin. Okay, so the trial will begin on April 23rd, 2024, 9 a.m. And it's just a street address, but by December 4th, 2023. So these 3 things must happen. Okay, so the parties shall submit any motion in linement. Oppositions to any motion in linement shall be submitted by December 18th, 2023. So these have to be done before the end of 2023. Again, by December 4th, 2023, the parties shall submit the required, or all of the required, pre-trial filing, including their proposed joint pre-trial order, request to charge, verdict form, void dire question in accordance with paragraphs VB, and continues on, okay? The parties shall also email copies of these submissions to Torres, and this is her government email. And again, by December 4th, 2023, the party shall deliver to the court 1 copy of each documentary exhibit sought to be admitted, pre-marked, labeled with exhibit stickers, and assembled sequentially. And it continues on, right? But the main thing we're looking for is what? Here, April 16. Counsel for all parties shall appear for a final pre-trial conference in a courtroom, and it's just the address. So, what's happening? This is huge news, okay? XRP basically, or SEC got denied their motion to appeal. This is huge news, but what happens, we're still going to wait. So they can basically postpone this till mid-2024. But will they is a question, okay? That's a huge question. Again, this by the end of 2023, something big should happen. We're already seeing the timeline rolling as their own. You see the dates, you see the time, you see the sequences coming perfectly all together. And what happened over here? The decision isn't outright loss for the regulator, as Judge Torres scheduled a trial for April 23rd to address the remaining issues in this matter. So this could be as simple as a fine for Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson. So it'll just be a little slap on the wrist, and they pay a couple million or even 100 million, something like that. But they did say they don't want to pay the fine. So we shall see what's going to happen. Again, this is huge news, and we'll get into the price, okay? But let's just hear and see what Brad Garlinghouse said. So he said the SEC's request to file an interlocutory appeal is denied. I'm not the lawyer, but it seems the court just told the SEC, you asked me to apply the Howey test, I did, and like it or not, you lost, right? This is very nice. So you see all the XRP army here just buzzing off, being happy. This is funny though. And then you see this continues on. And before we even get into what the fully licensed payment, okay, for Singapore, let's just check out the chart for XRP and figure out what's going on. So as you can see it on the chart, we're on the 4-hour time frame, okay? And easy, let's just go to October 3rd, okay, which was basically yesterday, which is going to be at 4 p.m. Eastern. And if we go up, we went up 7.54%. So this is even before this came out, okay, the 704. But again, we're on the 4-hour time frame. So if we go to the 1-hour time frame, you should see when the pump occurred. So the pump occurred around 8 p.m. So this came out around 7:04. So an hour later, you can see the pump going up. And just from that alone, we can get rid of this quick one. And just from that specific 1 hour alone, we went up 7.4%, which is nice, right? Very, very interesting to see. And we're currently down from the top. Let's see, it came down, rejected a little bit, and another resistance level. Okay, so it came all the way down to almost, call it 5%, and then now we're back around 3% and the disintegrating trend. But even on the 4-hour, we are trapped between these zones right here. The resistance level of 53 and then the support level of 50. So not that much, huge percentages up or down, 8% up. And if we go down, this will be about the same thing. But the price has reflected what the fundamentals have told us. This is the main thing we're taking a look at. We'll come back to this chart, but let's just continue on with how it got fully licensed to provide digital payment token services in Singapore. We're only going to take one bit from here. So this is what Brad Garlinghouse said. He says, since establishing Singapore as our Asia Pacific headquarters in 2017, the country has been pivotal to Ripple global business. We have hired exceptional talent and local leadership, doubling headcount over the past year, and plan to continue growing our presence in a progressive jurisdiction like Singapore. That's what Brad Garlinghouse said. And he said, under Ma's leadership, Singapore has developed into one of the leading fintech digital asset hub, striking the balance between innovation, consumer protection, and responsible growth. These are major terms, especially talking about assets or financial assets. So this is what we're going to get into next. Brad Garlinghouse replying to the official tweet of Ripple, he said, just 4 months after we received in principle approval from MAS, we've now secured the full major payment institution license for digital payments token services in Singapore. Another great news, okay? We're going to end it with this one before we go to the charts. So why Ripple IPO could skyrocket to Amazon level valuations. So this is what Linda Johnson had to say. She's basically a seasoned Wall Street expert, so-called, brought this to light by envisioning a valuation of $5.7 billion for Ripple, translating to a $35 per share for Ripple. But she didn't stop there, citing Ripple's significant XRP holdings and drawing parallels with Coinbase debut value. She envisioned a colossal $107 billion evaluation, which will basically send Ripple all the way to the $600 mark. Right now, we're talking about the Ripple stock. We're not talking about XRP. But with what Ripple will be holding and what Ripple is to come, this is what an expectation she has set, which is going to be $600 mark, with over a $107 billion valuation. So now we're back to the charts, okay? We're back to the charts. we're seeing what happened with XRP. And it went up around, as I told you guys, we're in the 4-hour time frame, it went up around, just call it 8%. Okay, it went up to 8%. Now if we take a look at XLM, let's see what happened. XLM kind of copied Ripple, correct? They did the same kind of thing, but how much did XLM go up? Only 5.56%. But very interesting how the prices are correlating with each other and moving very closely and related to each other as all of them move together. Now we're taking a look at XPR and we can see what happened with XPR. It went up too, right? So if we go to October 3rd right here, it went up about 5% and it came down. It even went down below what it went up. And then now it's currently all the way up to around 8.8%, and then with the current price, it's up 7.36%. This is a heavy resistance zone for XPR, as you guys can see with all the wicks touching this zone, and we shall see what's to come. But it's great news for XRP. We shall see what the future holds. Just be prepared for it to take a little bit longer as well. But that being said, I'm your host Crypto, you always your exchange. See you on the next video. God bless. Peace out.